Run.
We made such effort, but at the end we are rewarded by your effort, and it's a good win.
And the goal that typified the game, you didn't give it up, Sonny.
No, not just me. We, as a team, we never give up. You know, and until 90 minutes we fight. And yeah, of course, what Hugo said, it was a very difficult game, but I think we deserve to win, and we were more clinical than them.
You seem to like this stadium. You've got a habit of scoring here now.
Pardon?
You seem to like this stadium. You've got a habit of scoring.
No, I think like everyone, I like this stadium. It's amazing to play here. What I said before, you know, it's grateful for. To play here, opportunity. They give me an opportunity to play this stadium, and I'm really grateful. Have this teammate and great fans.
You had to come through a few moments of adversity, particularly Harry Kane's injury.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know, but you know the feeling when one of your best or maybe your best player is going out of the field. We didn't know what happened, but we stayed strong. Lucas came on in a very good way, and he brought fresh energy, and he had to finish the game in the right way.
I've got to ask you about the VAR moment as well and the handball. What did you make of that decision first?
I don't know. To be honest, I didn't see. It's part of the game. We need to accept that. Thanks for us. No, we didn't concede the penalty, and then we stayed in the game, and I think it gave us more energy, even more energy in the game.
And sorry, how does this set up the return in Manchester?
You know what I say is it's a very tough wins, but you know we perform well, we fight well, and the 90-minute next game is also important. We go away, but it's a football again. You know, we should just enjoy like today and fight all together.
That's right. It's just half time. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Look at that spectacular view of that stadium. No goals conceded so far for Tottenham there. 2 victories. What a lucky ground that is. So there you go. Jolien, Manchester City, a little bit flat the last few weeks I've watched them. They've managed to get results despite that fact. Would you say that again tonight?
Yeah, a little bit flat. Obviously, we've come accustomed to them dominating in possession, but overall they didn't create enough opportunities to score goals in open play. I think they set up from the start when Gundogan and Fernandinho sitting a little bit deeper, and then David Silva in a more advanced role allowed Spurs to push on, and their 2 set midfielders can push against them highly and see them in their picture.
OK, we'll get lots more opinion and analysis a little bit later, but first...
Joe, congratulations. You're ahead tonight. It was quite a battle, wasn't it?
Well, I think it was an unbelievable game, so tough. I think, of course, happy because of the performance and the result. But still, Manchester City still is a favourite, and of course, still the second leg on Manchester, and it's going to be tough. We are happy. I think we show great quality, and the performance was good, but still 90 minutes to play.
That's the quality I was talking about to Son just a few moments ago. He didn't give it up. That's how the goal came. He kept chasing. He kept working.
Yes, I think it was. Yes, it was a very good game. I think we were all excited and motivated to play this type of game, quarter-final on Champions League. I think, yes, the energy was very good. Of course, Hugo was fantastic on the penalty, that save, and I think give the belief to us. And I think, yes, many positive things after the last few months that we were so disappointed in some result, but I think playing with the spirit that we play today, everything is possible.
Many positive things, but of course there's some possibly negative things. What's the situation with Harry Kane?
No, of course, we need to check tomorrow, after tomorrow, but looks that it's the same ankle and similar injury. And yes, very sad, very disappointed. Yes, it's going to be tough. We are going to miss him maybe for the rest of the season, and that is worry us, and of course it's a worry for him. Yes, it's going to be tough. Hope that it's not a big issue, but it's not too many time to recovery. But yes, we'll see. The action was was tough. he twists his ankle, and then we see how react in the next few hours.
I saw you talking to Fabian Delph on the touchline. What was said?
No, Fabian was very disappointed in that situation, but he didn't realize that Harry wasn't the intention to tackle him, and on the end, I think was lucky that not got the red card. I think in the action both were very strong in the action, but both didn't have the intention to make damage to another. That is why Harry in that moment was trying to talk with him, but he was very upset because believing that was an action so aggressive for Harry Kane. But when you watch on the TV, you realize that both were fighting for the ball and no intention to damage each other.
Of Pep Guardiola, he's with Des Kelly.
Pep, that was a very close contest. Was it the case that some key moments went against you?
Well, always there are key moments in in football, but it's Champions League.
Did you think the ball had gone behind? Fell asleep for a moment?
Well, I would say the VAR. No, the VAR say no is no. So I think it's the action, the episodic. So the game was really good. We've been really good in a difficult game and stage. We control it and we create, not much time, but enough chances, including the penalty and the other situations. And we were more than control. So the second half, we didn't concede anything. And one side it was so difficult and complicated. So we did it. So it was a good performance for our side but that is the Champions League. So that is the challenge. So we lost and we have the second game. We'll see what happens.
That's why I say key moments went against you, because it was such a tight contest. And when Sergio Aguero steps up to take a penalty, the assumption is he usually puts it away.
Well, next time we'll score.
And of course, where does this leave you then for the return? What do you need to improve apart from the result, obviously?
Well, now you have to prepare Crystal Palace. And now you have time to think about Tottenham. We have time.
One step at a time.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
The crosses, like I said earlier, but as a team, the pressing was done. The timing of the pressing was really cute, and it has to be against City.
Yeah.
You get that wrong, you're in trouble.
It's not often Manchester City go and play without scoring a goal. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. And they didn't look like scoring a bar in the penalty, the only real opportunity. But collectively, they didn't create enough chances. They'll be disappointed with that. But as Glenn touched on there, Spurs were well organised, and even the subs that came on, they all knew their jobs in hand and executed them well.
It's pretty balanced going into the second leg, but the edge is with Spurs, and that was Son's goal. Great pass from Eriksen to start it off.
Yeah, I thought Eriksen creatively today was fantastic. He grew into the game here. He turns beautiful, deft little ball there in behind the fullback, and I mean, Delph, he makes a couple of mistakes there. I think it's a midfielder playing fullback. You could see that, but that was almost like an identical Man City goal, the way their wide players want to run in behind the fullbacks. Delph doesn't look across the line, doesn't know where Son is at all, comes out across the line rather than going back into his box, and then he puts his arm up. If he did that little second there doesn't allow Son. If he just goes out to him, he doesn't allow him to come inside.
It was very much actually, wasn't it? Kind of a Manchester City move, wasn't it? That winger coming in from a little dinky ball.
Yeah, he's got to stay low, Delph. He's got to go low. He's got to go both legs. It's not really what you expect from a fullback. He's opened his body up. Son does really well to keep that in. Look there, get low, get tight.
Well, as soon as he goes with his left foot, Glenn, and Son goes past him, he can't react. He can't recover from that position.
But he's not fullback, is he? Obviously, Mendy's just come back from a long time injury. Zinchenko was injured.
Yeah, of course. But as I said, he's played there enough and played well enough to kind of combat that opportunity there.
Yeah. Overall, Spurs were probably slightly greater threat, you felt, and you've got some pictures to demonstrate that.
Yeah, I thought that, and they played the way they started. I mean, me and Glenn were sat there, we nudged each other straight away. That's what you want from your team at the beginning of the kick-off. You want to show the intent you've got for the game. They pressed in a calculated.
Oh, Reshman's voice is deep these days, isn't it? I think it was a Reshman, Kelly Owdry. Anyway, Pochettino, he's kind of saying, I don't know what he meant by possible red card for Delph. But.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think obviously Delph had something to say after the actual initial tackle, but listen, that's part of the game, and I think he's obviously, he sounds very dejected and disappointed with Harry having to go off, and rightly so, because he's main goal scorer. But I think he's playing down the result too, because obviously he knows there's a second leg to come. But I think deep down he'll be pleased. His players carried out the tactics to a T. I thought today they were tremendous all over the park, and unfortunate there for Harry. He's going to have to maybe give it a rest for the end of this season. It seems like it's going to be a long time for him to come back. Not enough time in the calendar.
Hopping off, a real shame. He was quite on the end of a few things, wasn't it? We talked about Fernandinho thing. I think we should certainly look at, well, Harry's night of rough and tumble.
Yes, yeah. I mean, in actual fact, if VAR was going to be involved here, I'm sure Harry gets turned there. Look, that's a foul, without a doubt. And he lands, this is the first one, he lands awkwardly. But it's a foul, and he gets a whack for it. Hey, that's a centre-forward shot. This is the one here, look. This is where he's clever. He makes the first foul. Otamendi makes the foul, and he ends up getting the... he gets the foul there, but he was the first one. Yes, he uses his body ever so well now. This is the one here.
This is it, yeah.
This where it comes down. Okay,
there,
that's a...
elbow
there.
on the head there. That looked deliberate, Jolyon. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you think?
as I said, if they did look at that, then there may be some retrospective action there.
From this angle.
This angle, yeah.
Twice.
That's the one there.
Oh, yeah.
He's just letting him know he's about. He's letting him know that he's in for a game. He's
Certainly is.
just tested his neck muscles.
If that goes to VAR, he's off. You can't do that, can you, on the football pitch? Put an elbow in someone's head.
Yeah.
Whether you're in the air for a challenge
Well,
or...
there was a reaction again.
VAR do look at...